videoing the
It's
code.
alright, we can change it. Oh, it's empty, good. So, the comms room used to be in my room upstairs, but we outgrew that. So, Trevor, who's now the IT manager, network administrator, has converted this room. This used to be one of my chill rooms. Now it's dedicated communications. This is a bunch of ubiquity gear. This is a point-to-point subscriber nodes. I don't know if they're called subscriber nodes box. Come over here and I'll show you.
And what's the idea with those? Those are going to replace the mesh net, sort of?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Basically because those things are falling apart after time. I don't know exactly, I can't tell you exactly what some of the stuff is, but this is SMS modems. That's all I can tell you. There's these two units, a bunch of antennas. This is a Linux server. This is a 2 terabyte drive that we do a network analysis and traffic. Basically, you want to see if you have any packets crashing. It's interesting. The 3 main pieces create comms at Taj are over here. I have a Cisco 3825 router. This is my main router. Top of it, we have a net equalizer, which Trevor has installed to help us balance the network. And up here, we have a Cisco switch. When I used to run the network, this router did everything. When Trevor came, it became a little more pro. So he equalized it and he put a switch in, which was a little smarter than using a router for a switch. So those are the 3 key pieces. The SMS modems, multiple UPSs, uninterruptible power supplies. And then we have something called the MedWeb servers. This is what we put in the hospitals. These are basically old Cobalt cubes. Sun bottom out, but they're basically just Linux boxes. But they run some proprietary things for patient records and radiology stuff. We've got these spread all over Afghanistan now.
Huh. All right, let me just shoot. Okay.
The biggest problem we have at Taj is power. Okay? Even though we're on generators, the current is not stable. So what we did in this room is we had been using this outlet here. We go through a stabilizer, then we go through a voltage regulator. And you get a shot at it later. But basically what we want to do is have 220. 220 is the best for these electronics. The other night it was up to 275 trips. It goes higher, everything goes down. So power is our most critical problem here. If we can get stable power, the trons will work fine. And what we're doing this week while I'm here is we had to stop using that plug because it was tripping off and blowing the regulator. Now you see a cord running across the room because we found a stable plug for the last couple of nights. But tomorrow what we're doing is run a dedicated wire directly from the generator on its own circuit to the comms room. And that's going to change our life because we won't be going down anymore. So I've been hearing reports that that's been bumping down for an hour every couple of nights. And when I got here, I saw this happening. I thought that it was the UPSs that were tripping, but they weren't. It was the current stability that was coming out of the generators. And we go from, we have 2 big generators, 110 kW and 35 or 45 kW. And we also have city power now. This is the first time I've been to Taj in 5 years that we've had 8 hours of city power at night. And it's really weird not hearing the generators on. Because it's, something's wrong right about it. The lights are on. So the city power has been helping us a lot, but it's not very stable yet. So having that regulator and the stabilizer is mandatory. And having a dedicated circuit coming from the generator room to here is going to greatly improve things.
Sure.